Everyone, welcome to my channel today. Today we're going to have a different setup. I'm going to be playing a game instead of showing a slide screen of pictures and using my webcam. I thought this would be a lot more fun. Also, I'm going the wrong way. But today we're going to be talking about the new Alita news and also my take on the Birds of Prey movie and all the drama that surrounded it and still surrounds it today. Also, I will be touching off on the Sonic Hedgehog movie that I'm going to see soon, but I am going to compare the grossings to Birds of Prey. That's basically... oh god, I need to buy ammo. So, getting down to it, Alita has been getting very good coverage lately, which really shouldn't be a surprise, but in the media world that we live in, it kind of is, because usually everything we read is usually negative about everything. I mean, just look up Birds of Prey. Everything's negative. So I found a very good article. It was one of the top articles. So, and it had 7 key takeaways for the next sequel. I chose the most important 4. The others were basically just filler. So also I'm playing this game in real time, so if it looks like I'm busy or sounds like I'm busy, I'm playing the game. So that's what that looks like. So getting into these 4 points, I have them written down, so just give me 1 second. It's so the first point is the dedicated fan base that is still fighting for a sequel a year later. Now, this is absolutely true. The Alita fan base is probably the best fan base to be a part of because we are all fighting for the same goal. And there's really no hate towards anyone in the group or any, you know what I'm saying, any like silencing or anything like that, you know. So that's really fun. I mean, basically, especially if someone has a different opinion, you know, people really don't jump on you. They don't, you know, like, crucify you like if you're in a comic book group. You know, you have a different opinion about that character, it, you know, oh my god, you know, it's like being a part of the wrestling community. You know, it's difficult sometimes. Also, I do think this fan base is the best fan base I've ever been a part of, and I've been a part of tons. So just like most people have, you know. But when it comes to trying to get a sequel, yes, this is the best fan base I've ever been a part of. Also, touching on that, Firefly fan base is amazing. We've been fighting for a sequel since, God, for another season, and they just touched off on it about a month ago. And the only reason why we're not getting the sequel is because on the channel that owns it right now, they're doing a new season of Orville, so they don't want to keep showing, you know, all space movies like Star Trek and, you know, Orville, which is just a knockoff of Star Trek in general. So they don't want to clog their whole airways, which is sci-fi, you know what I'm saying, space travel and exploration, like the SS and the Enterprise and all that. So, but I do love this fan base more than anyone else's. And again, we're still fighting for it a year later, which is still great. I mean, I'm making a making a video about it right now. And the second point is the Fox and Disney merger, which is just common sense. I think I just hit that guy. Oh, I actually got shot during that. Ooh, oh no, they're still shooting. Oh shit. So, which is the Fox and Disney merger? I'm probably going to die. Oh, shit, I have to reload too. Which is the Fox and Disney merger, which could have delayed a possible Alita sequel, which is just common sense, honestly. Why am I not getting the bullets I just brought? The point 2 is scheduling concerns. Sad to say, I did not take this into any type of consideration when it comes to the sequel, which I'm kind of shocked, and I kind of feel bad that I didn't take anyone's schedule into consideration, because Rosa is now committed to doing Undone Season 2, and Edward Norton, I should say, schedule is also a concern because he does just random projects on the fly, so he could be doing something else. But he only played Nova during the last scene, when Alita raises her blade up and you Tizala so he can be replaced pretty easily because I don't think anyone will really even notice. I'm not saying that'd be a good idea. I'm just saying, no one would really pay attention because Nova didn't have that big of a. He was more of a ghost face to the last scene, so he would be more of an easier thing to releasing. I'm shooting at an armor car. So. Point number 4, and a point I've been making for so long on my channel, is the performance of Avatar 2. And I've also seen this point being made in a lot of articles, especially newer ones. The performance of Avatar 2 is James Cameron's baby. Let's be honest. He is, I believe, the writer and everything of Avatar. He's just so amazing with that movie. And it was at one time the highest grossing movie. And it will be the highest grossing movie again when they re-release Avatar 1 before they go into Avatar 2. And I'm just waiting for that guy to get out of the truck. He should. Yeah, but the AI has been acting stupid lately on this game. So, when it comes to Avatar 2, and their reasoning behind this, and what people have been guessing, is that it will give James Cameron so much more leverage than just the Avatar 1. And because Terminator Dark Fate, which I believe that was the title, but it was a latest Terminator movie, was a bomb, and James Cameron did work on that, and a producer also went after James Cameron, which in my opinion was career suicide, to go after someone like James Cameron, especially when you both playing the producer roles. It's honestly, that's just dumb. Just like, count your losses, dude, and just go home. Don't attack the most prominent guy right now in Hollywood who's like the best CGI worker like ever. So I also, of course, voice your concerns to do that, but when Dark Fate is like your movie, and it's like one of the biggest credit titles you're with, and just because it bombed, because it was a feminist joke and the storyline really sucked, it's like, it was more of the story writer's fault. The graphics were really good. So, moving on to Rosa's Instagram post, which I am shocked she even acknowledged any Alita. Is that someone? No. Any Alita stuff. So, she posted 5 days ago stating that the Oscar for outstanding performance by a fan base goes to the hashtag Alita Army, which is awesome. She did, however, delete all her Alita posts from earlier. Alita was her, basically her biggest project that she was a part of. So, yeah, I got the truck. But it was really nice to see her not only acknowledge the Alita fan base, but, to say that I'm still, watching you guys. I'm still, ready to do this. And that was just a really cool thing for her to do, especially being under the Disney umbrella. I don't know what type of contract, if she's under any contract at all for Disney, but for her to delete all the posts from her Instagram for Alita is kind of like, honestly, it made me feel really bad because it's like, oh. But for her to come out and acknowledge the fan group, oh my god, there's so much AI here. Firefight. And, that was really cool. Also, the final thing for today, I usually say this during a lot of my videos at the end, is the Alita Mars Chronicles 7 is coming out on April 7th. It's going to be $10.99 for paperback. They do not make hardcover versions for Mars Chronicle. However, the hardcover version for Alita Battle Angel, the one that really covers the main story that we watched in the movie, is now jump price base right around $30. So now it's $127. When it used to be around $92, $93 for the set, it is now $127 plus tax and shipping. So and people are still buying it. So again, when it comes to the Alita fan base, I always say it, they have deep pockets and they just love it. And again, it's to point one, it's the dedicated fan base, and it's super dedicated. I have no idea how the what you would call it, that new statue is doing. I don't think it's even been released yet. So if I can get any figures on that, I will be showing them, because that figure was amazing. The bust, I should say, the bust was just such amazing work in detail. But the pricing on that was crazy, over like $3,000. I mean, that's just crazy. But again, amazing work in detail. However, the statues are not selling that well. They're very highly priced. Over some of them, I've seen one for 150, but I've also seen them go past over 230, and they're not selling well at all. I did. Some kid did cover one. I'm gonna call him a kid because he's younger than me. So, so I look at people younger than me. Usually, like, I call them kids and stuff like that. But he's in his early 20s, still considered a kid compared to me. So, yeah. He did cover the statue, and when I saw it, I was like, wow, that's not how it looked like, in the pictures and the advertising that was shown originally. It's actually not that good of a statue. And that person in the video also did touch off on that. So, that video was also shot in Japan. So that was during one of the big prop stores that they have over there, because Japan is basically run on everything anime, which is awesome. It is one of their big money makers over there for their market, which is anime and manga, which is actually kind of cool if you think about it. So, you're running a country on, a good part of it on just the imagination of story and creation through visuals, which is awesome. Now getting to the Birds of Prey, I saw Birds of Prey on opening week. They also did change the name. When I saw it, it was Birds of Prey and the Emancipation of Harley Quinn. Sorry. Then they changed it to Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey. Now they blamed the title. They blamed the title, I guess, for a lack of interest because the title was too long. This is before, however, they blamed every single man with a pulse for not seeing it because it had woman leads, which is almost a joke because compared to Alita, which was dominantly a woman lead, which has, like, it made more than Birds of Prey, more than doubled actually its grossings. But they blame Meng for it. I mean, look at Captain Marvel, look at Wonder Woman, look at, again, Alita. Men are not the problem. It's just the feminist bullshit that you force on people that is the problem. And that's just the cold hard truth. And a lot of people understand what they're like, because a lot of people don't like feminists. Like, I hate feminists. I'm so open about that. I do not like feminists. I don't like how it's forced into movies and to make people like, wow, that guy's looking straight at me. Okay, with a 50 cal. And it's AI, so they can shoot through stuff. I don't like how it's just forced into movies. Like, I love female led movies. My favorite TV show is Xena. Behind that is Buffy. Massive, dominantly female, but it's not like a huge feminist thing, even though back in the day it was kind of considered feminist, but not like today, where it's like men suck and they don't deserve any. It's really bad with feminists today. However, I go see every movie, even if it has a bad rep, and this movie straight out the gate had a horrible rep. I believe what sank this movie was social media. I honestly believe that social media, especially on YouTube, does play more of a role than any critic score. People really don't pay attention to that stuff anymore, like Rotten Tomatoes metric, etc. They usually just hear it from their favorite YouTuber. This is very common, and there's nothing wrong with that. Especially with things like Rotten Tomatoes reportedly taking, money from Disney. I can't confirm that. It's just what has been reported from smaller outlets that Rotten Tomatoes has been bumping up, Disney movies and things like that. And of course, Disney buying seats in movie theaters. Again, can't confirm it, but it has been seen by people who work at these movie theaters that they were buying seats for Captain Marvel to get her over the $1 billion mark, and also buying her DVDs to make it a huge DVD profit. You know, I guess if you have the money to put into it to make your franchise look bigger, I guess it's okay. But it's not the true statistics. And even if that is true, again, I can't confirm that. But when it comes to Birds of Prey, I do believe wholeheartedly social media and YouTube sunk this. Every YouTuber that I have, like my recommending videos, they cream this movie like so hard. It's a man-hating movie, the whole same. Basically, everything's the same in every video I've seen. Then I saw the movie, and then I didn't see, like, honestly, and again, I hate feminists, I didn't really see any feministic, like, man-hating crap in it. Again, you get the sick, villain, that's what DC is. It's just a sick villains. But I didn't see any feminist rush. Why is he still... I'll have to do this the hard way. Any feministic things. The only thing that was bad about the movie, there's actually two, but one was really more than the other, which was the Deadpool scenario, which is, if you remember Deadpool 1, he overtalks a lot in the movie, which was awesome, and he does callbacks to the past, then to the present. It was the same in Birds of Prey, but it was so overdone. And I've never done this during a movie, but I literally just went back in my chair. I was like, really? Again? Like, I've never done that during a movie, but it just does it so many times, and it's just so annoying. But don't let that be a takeaway from the movie, because the movie was actually, like, alright. It wasn't like the, oh my god, It's better than, a little better than Captain Marvel, I'd say, because Captain Marvel did drive that whole feminist push. But it had a $97.1 million budget. Domestically, it only grossed $62 million so far. Globally, where everyone makes major bank, only grossed $145 million. To make this movie profitable, they have to double what they have now, which you're already at an opening week. I mean, in Sonic, and to give an example, Sonic has the worst ratings right now through the metric, Rotten, all that. Worst ratings. 70 million it grossed in the first 4 days domestically. It was carried by China with a global gross of 439 million. Wow. Just wow. And now they're hoping that Birds of Prey can double what they've already grossed. Impossible. It's not going to happen. It's a flop. And I'm going to call that out right now, because you're not going to get any higher than opening week. Like, really. And from my being in the movie theater that I was in, it was dead. So, no. That's not going to happen. Also, a fun fact about Birds of Prey is that Margaret Robbie, who portrays Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad and in Birds of Prey, is the producer of this movie, which is also very interesting. I didn't know that until today, and I'm so glad I found that out, because that is incredible, which means her pay must have been so much more than everyone else, because being a producer, you do get some serious cash, and not only being the main actress in it. Personally, coming off of that, I think personally the reason why they changed the name was to save Harley Quinn as a character and throw Birds of Prey to the garbage. They're not going to make another Birds of Prey, let's just be honest. This was a very bad flop for them in DC, especially coming off that amazing Joker movie. That movie was so awesome. It was just so raw, and it was just so incredible. I think they did that just to save face, and there should be a guy in here. Yes, he is. So that is it for my video today. And if you guys like the setup of me playing games and doing this instead of the other setup, that is fine. All you have to do is just hit that like button if you like the content, and if you want to see more videos, hit that subscribe button. I will be doing a lot more now because I have just switched jobs, and I'll be able a lot more freer next week. Because I've been doing training all this week, which has been horrible. It's just been like, oh, I hate training, but it is what it is. But the job is going to be a lot more easier, and it's going to be, like usually I upload videos at like 6 in the morning, like I'm doing now, and it's just like, because my work days are just so long, and it's just like, ugh. So now I'm gonna have a lot more freer time, and I can finally redo over my studio. I have everything just waiting. I have literally tiles and boxes just sitting here, paint cans. My background's been sitting there with it, now has dust on it, like my backdrops and everything. However, the lighting, I'm noticing it's horrible. So I'm going to get the new UV, those big lights for they're like 100 and something a piece, and they're rechargeable, so you can take them everywhere, which is going to be great because I'm doing Comic Cons now, because I have so much free time with this new job I'm doing, so I can do Comic Cons and all these things now, which is going to be so better for content, and it's just going to be so much better and so much fun. But I do I think it's easier just to talk and stuff like that with the gameplay, and just jotting down everything I see and think it's important. So again, if you like this video, just hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, hit that subscribe button. Both of them help me majorly, and this is growing into a very fun community on my channel, and it's just becoming so fun. And fighting for a sequel is also fun, and I just don't talk about Alita here, even though that's like how I started. I just don't talk about Alita here. I'm going to be doing so much more, and again, I have so much more free time now next week and the weeks coming. It's just going to be so much fun. So I'll see you guys in the next one.
Oh yeah!